Hey everybody, I'm finally here with these bundles. Now, we have 7 bundles right now. If this goes over well, I will have more the first of the week. I already have all the supplies cut out and ready to put them together. If they don't, we'll use them for something else. I will. But the reason I wanted to do this is because last year I was just so overwhelmed with all the book orders and things, and I want to be able to turn out the things, and these do make great gifts. I can't even imagine getting a gift better than one of these little books. Not my books, anybody's books in this, you know, the journals or something like this that is handmade, and they just really are very special. So, my daughter was talking to me about doing kits, and I at first didn't understand. I didn't know how that was going to work or how I could do that. But I got to looking around on YouTube, and I have found that a lot of people do the bundles. And so this one woman, who was it? Let's see, what was her name? One that I have followed, she does a lot of bundles. And she doesn't put nearly this much stuff in them. I already had all this stuff cut out to put a book together when I decided to do this. So when I started watching her videos, I thought, well, when you know it, I have got way too much stuff, just like I always do. I don't go the extra mile. I go the extra 10 miles. And but it was already cut out and ready, so I thought, well, I'm going to put them together and see how they go over and just go from there. Most of hers have 8 or 10 things in it, pieces in it. I have no idea what's here. With counting all the little images and things, there's probably 50 or so pieces in here. I don't know what we're going to do. Let's get with it, because we got to get this thing posted. I'm running way late today because we've had lawnmower problems. I thought I had my day all planned, just doing the video and putting these kits together and getting them ready to mail. And I did go into the post office. The shipping is going to be $5 on these in the United States. I had 2 from outside the United States that asked, and I did get take their addresses in, and I have estimates, and I have contacted them. So, we'll see how that goes. Let's see. I'm losing my train of thought already. I'm so rushed because I'm so late with this video. But let's see what we can do here. First thing we're going to do is just jump in here. I'm going to take one apart. So everything is just tied together with a little strip of muslin. And let's just start at the bottom. The bottom, I put one of these advertising bags. The bottom, everything is the same in all of these. It's all the same. This is a little advertising bag. I get them by the hundreds on Amazon. And they're just really neat. I mean, you could even cut it down and make a book. You know, you could put this on the outside of your book. I do have the book in here, but this will make another book all by itself. I have made books out of these. I love these bags. So you have the bag. And let me show you real quick what the book is going to be, so you'll know on that. We're doing this style book because when I ask what style books everybody liked the best, this is the style book that most mentioned, with the 3-hole punch, and it is one of the easiest styles of books to do. Now, I said in the beginning when I was going to do the bundles that I would do a book, make a book, and then show you the video. But this month has not gone as planned, and so I started my book, and this is the fabric that everybody has in their bundle. This is going to be this book, and the supplies in this bundle are to make the Grandma's Book of Wisdom. So you have a lot of grandma quotes, a lot of grandma poems, a lot of old vintage images, just all kinds of things. So you're going to have 4 pages. This is as far as I got with mine, but I'll still work on it just when I can. So you're going to have 4 pages. And everything is coffee dyed. All of your little pages, everything, all your images, everything is coffee dyed for you. So this is what I did. I mashed mine because everybody's going to have 2 quilt pieces in the bundle in case they want a quilt front and a quilt back. So what I did, so that wouldn't be too bundlesome, because I really wanted a quilt on my Grandma Book of Wisdom, a piece of quilt. So what I did was just mashed it down and ironed it just as hard as I could with a hot iron. And then I spritzed it with water and ironed it again. And then I spritzed it with coffee and stained it and then ironed it again. So that made it really pretty flat. So this is the fabric that you're going to have in your book. I've got that in the bundle. You'll have enough fabric to cover every page if you want fabric on every page. Now these, let me say this, these quilt pieces are not going to match perfect. They're not going to fit the page perfect because these are junk books. So you don't want it to look perfect. You want it to look like something Grandma just ripped and tore and put together, and now she's wagged it around and, you know, written in it and put things in it and just done all kinds of things. So that's where I've started on my book. This is the rim off of a quilt. So I don't know how far this rim is going to go because the rim does change on around the quilt. But we're just going to play it by ear here. These 7 books will absolutely have the quilt piece from the rim in there. Okay, so then you're going to have this little book. And let me lay this aside. And then you're going to have several pages of just images to use. You cut around them. They're already coffee dyed. Now the backs are going to be white. So if you're going to use it to where the back is going to show, you're going to want to stain it with your Tim Holtz ink or coffee stain it or whatever. So, oh, I'm getting hoarse, my thyroid. Oh my gosh, got to do something about this thyroid. So you got some images there. Excuse me. Here's some images. You can put one of these on the front if you want to, since it's going to be Grandma's Book of Wisdom. On the Grandma books, I'm getting to where I like the plain look, and maybe put a safety pin up here with some buttons on it and a rag bow, small rag bow or something like that. So you have all these 4 images. Any of these would be really neat on the front of the book, or you can use them anywhere in the book. Here, let's see. And then this is just a sheet of little things. You can cut them out and put them wherever you want. This is the 1942 Grandma's Diary. We talk about Grandma's Diary from 1942 all the time. So this is it. Now let me say, where only 1 or 2 pages are going to be creased, where that's going to be on your image, all you have to do is spritz that with water and iron that, and that will come right out. I do that all the time. So you have the 1942 calendar. You can cut the little pieces out and do whatever you want to with them. If I was doing it, I would probably clip them all together up here in the left-hand corner, or maybe put them back to back, you know, January, February, and then March, April, and make a little thing that way. So there's that. And all these, you can just cut them out and use them wherever you want. This is the only way. I was going to do the images in the fonts and things with the thing my daughter put on my computer, but it's messed up. I've got the margins messed up somehow, and I couldn't make it work. So I just put some of my favorite quotes on here. And you can just write them out in longhand like Jenny Miller does. Her quotes, you just won't get a better looking quote than what she writes out in longhand. So, but here are a bunch of great quotes. It's a great day to have a great day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. Make time to enjoy the simple things in life. Life doesn't come with a manual. It comes with a heart. Do small things with great love. Just all kind of things. Be the reason someone smiles today. A little kindness can help most any situation. It's just some of my favorite quotes. So you've got that. And then you just take that, use that to get the quote ideas from. Let me say about the quotes too. Linda King, and you can tag her on our grandma page. Linda King has 3 or 4 books. I don't even know how many. I was going to do a video on just her books, and I will still try to do that. But she has 3 or 4 books, and it's just quotes and poems. And those books are worth their weight in gold. And I think she has them on sale right now. So if you want to tag her and have her to show you one on our grandma page, or a private message with her or whatever, you just go right ahead and do that, because they are great books. And I will try to do a video on them pretty soon. I don't know where people get the time to spend all this time on these YouTube videos or even making the books, because, oh my goodness. Okay, this is just some of my favorite quotes. A scrapbooker's verse. That's just something Grandma would have collected if she had found it in a magazine or a newspaper. I want to inspire people. This is just some rules for living in a happy home. And this is the Don't Quit poem. I love that poem. Let's see what else we got here. This is just a little page of, I got it upside down. Print with some flowers on it. You can put that in your book anywhere you want. These can be tucks. They can be on your book pages. just whatever you want to do with them. There's just some little, you can cut those out. Now, remember, all the backs of all of these are white, so you can cut that out and use them in a tuck, a pocket, whatever, in your book. This is just 4 little poems that I really, really like. This is the words to A Wonderful World. I see trees of green, red roses too. I love that. Absolutely love that. And then the Clock Man, the Little Cottage. And this is the one that says, today it still is summer, tomorrow will be fall. And that's so true. Today it still is summer, but tomorrow it's going to be fall. Okay, and this is 4 more little poems that I just really, really like, and I use in my books all the time. The Knot poem, Dust If You Must, The Robin's Nest. Whose woods are these? I think I know. I love that. I read that all the time on the videos. I love, love, love that. Okay, let's see what else we got. So then, every packet has 2 pieces of the quilt. Now, I didn't coffee dye this because I took some of my stuffing out just a little bit. You can take all of it out if you want to, and tuck paper towels in there. Just be sure you coffee stain them or whatever, or something, so they don't show white. But you've got every packet has 2 of those in there in case you want the front and the back to be quilted. And then there are 2 of these. And that's just that. I was going to put the whole book out of that, but Hobby Lobby, my Hobby Lobby is out of that fabric, and they have never been out of it in 3 years that I've been doing these books. So I had to scrounge my fabric. So you're also going to have 2 pieces of muslin. You'll need 6 pieces of something, because you're going to have front and back with the quilt. And there's that. That's just a piece of curtain lace. This is an envelope full of just some odds and ends, some buttons, some little paper hearts, some little paper circles. This is the reinforcers for the edges of the page, and I use those because I don't want my pages torn. The heart doily, the circle doily, and then the creepy cloth. I just put it over that. This, I'll tuck this back down in there. I put a little packet of instant coffee in every one. Now, I just use leftover coffee in the morning from whatever, from breakfast, and I put it in a foil pan and dilute it and dunk anything I need to dunk that day. But everybody will have 1 packet of this just in case you need to coffee dye something, and it'll be down in there so it won't show so bad. Okay. So now we're going to tie this together and tie a little bow here. You really have a lot in here. This will make a book, and you'll have supplies left over. And then you can add anything you want. Add images that you have, or papers that you have, or fabric that you have. There are no rules to making a junk book. And the people tell me all the time, well, I can't afford all the supplies to make one. Well, you really don't need a whole lot of supplies. What you need is a creative mind, and you can train yourself to have a creative mind just by watching these videos. So this rope, this jute, is just to go down the sides of your book in the little holes. But if you want to use ribbon, or if you want to tear up some rags or whatever and use that, that's okay too. So that will be tucked under there. So, okay, that's what you've got here. You've got the book, this, and you've got everything you need to cover all of the pages and to make a book. You can use images that are in this thing. Just cut them out, stain the back, whatever you want to do with it, if they're not going to be glued down. You can put rickrack down the side. You can tear some of your fabric if you don't want paper cloth on every page. You can rip a little bit of this fabric and just put it down the side, or scrunch some up in the corner like I do on my videos. Just watch some of those videos, and there's so many things that you can do. But it's going to be a beautiful book when you get it done. This is going to be, if you stain it, it's going to look a lot like this. Now, when I do finish mine, I'm going to put a big rusty safety pin somewhere on the front, and I'm going to put some buttons on there, and maybe a bell or a charm or something like that. I'm not sure what all, and maybe a little bow out of some kind of raggedy rag strip. And that's what you're going to have. So this will make a breathtaking book. And if you get started putting it together and you get stuck on a page, just holler at me. Just post a picture of what you got and tell me what your problem is, and tag me. I don't do paid classes, and I don't plan on doing paid classes. I'm doing these bundles because I cannot keep up with the demand. I'm just one person, and as you can tell from my stories and the way I get monkey wrenches thrown into my day, I'm first wife, mom, and homemaker around here, although our kids are grown, but I took everybody dinner yesterday, pretty much. Was that yesterday? I think it was. Oh my gosh, it's been such a hectic week, summer, year, crazy, crazy year. So this is what we've got. This is a really neat little bundle. This can be just the most breathtaking book. And if you do these kits, most of them are going to run around $25, $35, depending on what it is, what I put in there. I don't see them going any higher than that. I do have a book that I saw on a video the other day that I want to try to make, and it is a journal, and it's going to make a great little gift book to give at Christmas time. And I'll probably do the book on that, but if there's enough demand, I may do the kits for it too, because that would be a great little book for you all to do for your kids' teachers, or your preacher, or your preacher's wife, or your mom, your grandma, anybody. It's really neat. I was really impressed by it, so I'm going to see if I can make one of those when I get a chance. Okay. They're going to be wrapped like this time. I went to talk to the post office lady this morning, and she said, yes, it was fine. Just wrap it in brown paper. Be sure you secure it good on the back, and it will go just fine. And it will go $4 cheaper this way than it would if I put it in the priority box. Now, it may take you a few days to get this, but those of you who buy the books, if you want it in a priority box, that will be $9, and you will have it in 2 days. So if you want to do the $9, that's fine. I'm not going to bag them up until they're totally sold, I'm sure they're sold and everything's finalized. When you do the PayPal, I need you to, we'll get to that on the grandma page. Go to the grandma page. If you're interested in these books, go to the grandma page, Junk Journals from Grandma with Love. So when you do the PayPal, we do PayPal on everything. I need you to message me when you do finalize the sale. After we get together and you're going to do it, I need you to private message me and send me your name and address and all that, mailing address, and let me know that it is finalized so I can check my PayPal and make sure everything's okay. Anyway, that's I'm going too long here. That's enough. Be sure and follow us home. My mind is blank. It's been such a long, long day, and I didn't sleep last night anyway. Be sure and follow us on Junk Journals from Grandma with Love. We're a great group over there. We're over 500. That's not a lot of people anymore in the groups, but we're a close-knit group, and we're friends over there, and it's a fun place to be, and we help each other. There's no bickering, and there will be no bickering allowed, so don't worry about anything like that. We don't talk politics. We don't talk religion, although we do sometimes say, somebody will say, well, could you pray for me or whatever. I think we lost a few because we were asking for prayer, but we don't go overboard with anything. We are just crafters, moms, grandmas, wives, homemakers, crafters, friends, and we're just there to help and encourage each other. So come on over and join us there. I also do stories on Facebook. It's called The Encouragers Club, or you can follow me on my personal, private Facebook page, Kay Comer. And you can click my name, and that'll show you where my profile is and all that. I do stories on that page every day, and they're pretty popular just all over the world. So it's just inspirational, motivational, inspirational, true life stories, good, clean fun, good, clean jokes and commentary with everything, and it's just interesting to most people. Okay, I'm going to get off of here, get this posted, get it uploaded, and we'll see what happens with these. If they're popular, they are accepted well, we'll have lots more of them. So don't fret. If you don't get in this 7, there will be more. Thank you for watching. And everybody have a super duper day, and I love you all.